You think you know your cat. You know exactly where they like to be scratched behind the ears. You know the specific sound of the can opener that makes them come running from a dead sleep. You know their quirks, their favorite sunny spots, and the way they chatter at birds through the window. But there is one thing about your cat that you probably don't know. In fact, it is something your cat is actively trying to keep a secret from you. Your cat is evolutionarily programmed to lie to you about pain. In the wild, a predator that shows weakness becomes prey. A limp, a whimper, or a slow reaction time is a beacon that says, I am vulnerable. So, for thousands of years, cats have perfected the art of suffering in silence. They mask their pain with a stoicism that is both impressive and heartbreaking. And in your living room, that instinct doesn't just go away. This is why sudden illnesses in cats often feel like they came out of nowhere. We think, why, she was fine yesterday. But the truth is, she likely wasn't fine yesterday or the week before. She was just managing the mask until she couldn't anymore. Today, we are going to learn a new language. We are going to decode the subtle, almost invisible signs that your cat is in pain. We aren't looking for limping or crying. Those are the easy signs. By the time you see those, the pain is already severe. We are looking for the whispers, the tiny changes in routine, posture, and expression that are the true early warning system. By the end of this video, you will have a superpower. You will be able to look at your cat and really know how they are feeling. And this isn't just about catching sickness early, though it will do that. It is about deepening the bond of trust between you, because when you can hear their whispers, they don't have to scream to get your attention. Let's start with sign number 1. The hesitation. We often joke that cats are liquid. They flow up trees and pour themselves over furniture. A healthy cat moves with a fluidity that looks effortless. So, one of the earliest signs of musculoskeletal pain, like arthritis or injury, is a loss of that fluidity, but it's not always a limp. Watch your cat when they are thinking about jumping onto the sofa or the bed. Do they just do it, or do they think about it first? A cat in pain will calculate the jump. You might see them walk up to the sofa, look up, crouch down to spring, and then stop. They might stand up, walk in a little circle and try again, or they might do a pump fake, pumping their back legs up and down, testing the strength, before finally committing to the leap. This hesitation is a conversation happening in their brain. They are weighing the cost of the jump against the reward of the comfy spot. If they have to think about it, it usually means it hurts. Another version of this is the pull-up. Instead of landing gracefully on top of the cat tree, they might jump 3/4 of the way up and then haul themselves over the ledge with their front claws. That is a sign their back legs aren't giving them the power they need, or that the landing impact is painful. And look at how they go downstairs. A healthy cat flows downstairs head first. A cat with stiff shoulders or elbows might bunny hop down, keeping their back legs together, or they might take the stairs one at a time, very slowly, or even turn sideways to lessen the angle of descent. These are huge red flags that we often dismiss as just getting old. But age is not a disease. Pain is a disease, and it can be managed. Now let's move to sign number 2, the grimace. This is perhaps the most fascinating breakthrough in feline veterinary medicine in the last decade. It's called the Feline Grimace Scale. Scientists have actually mapped out exactly what a cat's face looks like when they are hurting. And it is incredibly subtle. To see it, you have to stop looking at your cat's whole face and start looking at the parts. First, look at the ears. A relaxed cat's ears face forward and slightly outward, but when a cat is in pain, the ears rotate further outward and flatten, just slightly. It's not the full airplane ears of aggression. It's a subtle flattening, as if they are trying to make their head smaller. Next, look at the eyes. We often think a cat with squinty eyes is just sleepy or affectionate, and that can be true. The slow blink is a sign of love, but a pain squint is different. The eyes are tightened, not soft. The orbital muscles around the eye are tensed. It looks less like they are drifting off to sleep and more like they are wincing against a headache. But the biggest giveaway? The whiskers. We rarely look at whisker position. A happy, relaxed cat has whiskers that are loose and curved. They tend to hang down slightly or fan out gently. A cat in pain will bunch their whiskers. The muscles in the whisker pads contract, pulling the whiskers forward and making them stand straight out, stiff and bristling, away from the face. If you look at the muzzle, it might look puffy or swollen because those muscles are so tense. If you see a cat who is sleeping but their ears are rotated out and their whiskers are bunched forward, they aren't sleeping, they are grimacing. Sign number 3 involves the one thing cats are famous for: grooming. Cats are fastidious cleaners. They spend up to 50% of their waking hours grooming. So when that routine changes, it is a massive siren alerting you to a problem. But pain can manifest in grooming in 2 completely opposite ways: ignoring the coat or obsessing over it. First, let's talk about the messy coat. Arthritis often hits the lower spine and the hips first. This makes cats remarkably stiff. If a cat can't turn their head all the way around to reach the base of their tail, they simply stop grooming there. You might notice that your cat looks beautiful and shiny on the front half of their body, but the fur on their lower back looks greasy, spiked, or matted. You might see dandruff flakes only in that one area. This is a classic sign of spinal pain. They literally cannot reach the spot to clean it. On the flip side, we have over-grooming. This is often a sign of localized pain. If a cat has a bladder infection or cystitis, they might lick their belly raw. They are trying to soothe the pain on the inside by licking the outside. If you see your cat obsessively licking a specific joint, like a wrist or a knee, over and over again, they are likely trying to massage away a throb in that joint. It's the feline equivalent of us rubbing a sore shoulder. Sign number 4 is a shift in their social calendar. You have probably heard that cats hide when they are sick. This is true, but it's not always as dramatic as vanishing under the porch. Sometimes it's just a social withdrawal. If your cat is usually a Velcro kitty who follows you from room to room, but suddenly they are spending their afternoons sleeping in the back of the closet, that is a withdrawal. They are finding a safe, defenseless position where they don't have to interact or be touched. Pain makes us irritable. It makes us want to be left alone. It is the same for cats. A cat in pain might growl when you pick them up or swat at the dog they usually cuddle with. But here is the tricky part. Sometimes pain makes them more clingy. A cat who feels vulnerable might suddenly refuse to leave your side. They might cry if you leave the room. They are looking to you for protection because they know they can't defend themselves. So the key here isn't just hiding. The key is change. Any drastic swing in their social personality, from independent to clingy or from cuddly to distant, is a request for help. And finally, sign number 5, the biological shifts. These are the things you can track in the litter box and the food bowl. Let's talk about the litter box. It's not a polite topic, but it's a vital one. If your cat starts missing the box or pooping right next to it, please, I beg you, do not assume they are being naughty or spiteful. Cats do not hold grudges in the form of urine. If a cat has arthritis, stepping over the high wall of a litter box can be agonizing. Squatting to do their business puts immense pressure on the hips and knees. If that hurts, they will associate the box with pain. They might try to hold it as long as possible, which causes more health issues. Or they might find a soft, flat surface like your rug or laundry where they don't have to struggle to balance. Or look at their eating habits. Dental pain in cats is excruciating. Resorptive lesions, where the tooth literally dissolves, are common and invisible to the naked eye. If your cat runs to the food bowl, takes one bite, and then drops the food and runs away, that is a mouth pain response. They're hungry, but the act of eating hurts too much. You might see them quidding, chewing on only one side of their mouth, or letting pieces of kibble fall out of their mouth while they chew. Or they might suddenly prefer wet food after years of loving dry crunchies. These are not just picky eater behaviors. They are adaptations to pain. Now, I want to address a myth that is dangerous to believe. The myth of the purr. We are taught from childhood that a purring cat is a happy cat. But that is only half the story. Cats purr at a frequency that has been shown to promote tissue healing and bone density. It is a self-soothing mechanism. Cats will purr when they are terrified. They will purr when they are giving birth, and they will purr when they are dying. If your cat is curled up in a tight ball, refusing to look at you, refusing to eat, but they are purring loudly, that is not a happy purr. That is a hospital purr. They are trying to heal themselves. Do not let the sound fool you into thinking they are okay. Look at the whole picture. So, what do you do now? You have all this information. You might be panicking, thinking back to every time your cat looked at you funny. Don't panic. Observe. The best tool you have is your phone. If you see your cat walking strangely or hesitating before a jump or making that grimacing face, film it. Cats are notorious for getting an adrenaline spike at the vet's office. Adrenaline is a painkiller. Your cat might be limping at home, but when you get them to the clinic, the fear makes them walk perfectly normally. The vet can't treat what they can't see. If you have a video of the behavior at home in their natural element, you give your vet the missing puzzle piece. You become the bridge between your cat's secret suffering and their relief. Start a pain diary. It sounds formal, but it's just a note on your phone. Monday, Fluffy took 2 tries to jump on the bed. Tuesday, Fluffy slept in the closet all day. Wednesday, Fluffy growled when I touched her hips. When you look at one day, it might seem like nothing. When you look at 2 weeks of notes, a pattern emerges that you cannot ignore. Remember, you are your cat's guardian. You are the only voice they have in the human world. They cannot call the doctor, they cannot ask for medicine, they can only whisper to you with their body language. It is a heavy responsibility, but it is also a privilege. By learning this language, you are telling your cat, I see you, I hear you, and I will help you. And there is no greater gift you can give them than that. If you found this guide helpful, consider subscribing to our channel. We are building a community of owners who want to go deeper than just cute cat videos. Owners who want to understand the science and soul of their companions. Next week, we will be discussing the specific changes in nutrition that can support aging joints and keep that hesitation away for longer. You won't want to miss it. Until then, go give your cat a slow blink from me. See you next Tuesday.